When people get connected to people and vote to vote, democracy is created. Voters keep connecting, creating new connections. Matdata Junction, hashtag Matdata Junction. Matdata Junction, hashtag Matdata Junction.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings. Hello.
Listeners, we welcome you all.
To the program Matdata Junction.
Our country, India, is a country that has given value to each vote and respect to every citizen over the years. A country that has 100% faith in voting and a system that is convenient for voters is what makes India's democracy special.
Yes, friends. India is a country that really has 100% faith in voting and its voters. And that is the reason why our country respects each and every voter. The Election Commission is trying to make the country's election process inclusive so that no citizen of India is left behind in this phenomenal task of nation building or the electoral process.
Election Commission of India has given many facilities to the Divyangs and senior citizens above 80 years so that they do not face any problems in coming to the booths to cast their vote.
And not only this, efforts are also going on to connect our transgender brothers and sisters to our election process. In trying to link the last vote into the voting process, efforts are also being made to include all eligible citizens, even from the nomadic and slum areas, in the voter list.
Oh, that's great!
Yes, the Election Commission of India is making several attempts to make India's election more inclusive. On the occasion of National Voters' Day, observed on the 25th of January last, the Chief Election Commissioner of India, Shri Rajiv Kumar, had stressed on the need to make elections all inclusive. Come, let's first listen to him.
किसी भी लोकतंत्र में सबसे अहम भूमिका उसके मतदाताओं
In any democracy, the most important role can be of its voters only. The whole democracy rests on the voters. So, it is the duty of the Election Commission to first prepare such a voter list which is correct in itself. It is also very important that everyone gets a chance to get themselves registered, enrolled. Inclusion of each and everyone eligible in the voter list and they get their right to vote, which is also a sign of strengthening and maturing of democracy. The whole effort of the Election Commission is to include voters from everywhere. Centenarian voters, PWD voters, young voters, women living in different geographical zones from the hills, snow-clad areas, deserts. It is our responsibility, and it is also the responsibility of voters to come, to be inclusive for democracy. Get a complete voters list where everyone gets their right to vote on the basis of equality. The facilities given to them by the Election Commission and the people going out to vote. If we see the spectrum of all this, it becomes a festival of democracy, and it definitely is a festival.
Uncle, see what an important message has been given by our Chief Election Commissioner, Shri Rajiv Kumar.
Yes, it is also necessary for us to make a resolution on such issues.
Uncle, our voters are also no less. Just like the Election Commission of India, which is making every possible effort to make our elections inclusive, we have many such voters who, despite all the problems, come to the voting booth and leave only after voting.
You are absolutely correct, Kalpana. And this reminds me of Venkatesan, a teacher from Tamil Nadu.
Venkatesan?
Yes, see, this is a story from the 2014 Lok Sabha general elections. Venkatesan was then 30 years old and a teacher in a government school at Mukanahalim in Dharmapuri district. He had lost both his hands in an accident. It was election day in his area and he was standing outside his house. That is when his friend's son, who was passing by, saw Venkatasan and greeted him.
Hello uncle, how are you?
I am fine, son. How is your college going?
College is going fine uncle, but today it is closed due to elections. So me and some of my friends are going to Hoganakal Falls to celebrate this holiday.
Okay, so have you cast your vote?
No uncle, we had already planned this picnic. So if we go out to vote, we may get delayed.
But Suresh, this is our right and duty as well. Believe me, it won't take much time. Tell your friends as well.
So uncle, have you cast your vote?
Yes, it was the first thing I did in the morning. Look, I am totally free now.
Okay, but how did you cast your vote?
I held the pen in my mouth and cast my vote by pressing the EVM button with it. The voting staff helped me in the process.
And the voting mark?
Look at my feet. The polling officer has put the ink mark on my toe.
Oh, that is so nice, uncle. You have opened my eyes. You are our inspiration. We do not have any such limitation, yet we did not take voting seriously. But today, we promise that we will cast our vote not just this time, but in all the coming elections as well. Picnic can happen anytime, but uncle, this festival of democracy comes only occasionally. Thank you so much, uncle.
Very good, son. Very good.
And this is how a teacher, Venkatasan, taught these youth the importance of voting and motivated them to exercise their franchise.
Wow! In that case, Uncle, I think we need to applaud him.
Not just Venkatasan, we will find many such committed people around us in our society.
One such person, fully committed and with an aim taller than Everest, Bachendri Pal, the first Indian woman to conquer Mount Everest and honored with Padma Bhushan, is now with us. Let's listen to her message.
This is Bachendri Pal greeting all the listeners of Matdata Junction program. We are very fortunate that we have the right to choose a representative through elections. I am a conscientious voter, and all my life I have voted in the elections. I am proud that due to my decision, there has been continuous development of my constituency. If you want the development of your constituency too, then actively participate in the election process. Every vote has its own role in the elections. It may happen that if you sit at your home without voting, a wrong candidate may win the election and you'll keep regretting for the next 5 years. You should not only vote yourself but also encourage other voters around you to vote. Your one vote is very valuable for the development of the country. If you want to see India as high as the Everest, then be a sensible citizen. Scrutinize and choose the right candidate so that he can lead your constituency and the country on the path of progress. Now say together with me, we will definitely vote. Jai Hind.
Many thanks to Bachendri Palji for this beautiful message. Voting is a sensitive and challenging job in a multi-dimensional society like India, which has a wide and vast geographical area and population.
Yes, this is a fact.
Do you know? In the 2014 Lok Sabha general elections, the Election Commission encouraged even the people in Andaman and Nicobar Islands to cast the vote.
Really? But Uncle, there are many islands there and dense forests as well.
Oh, and yes, I remember. Rivers full of crocodiles too.
That's the point, my dears. It was not such an easy task to reach 37 islands and a population spread out in an area of more than 8,200 square kilometers, connecting through small rivers, facing many natural obstacles like the sea and dense forest. It was a big challenge to propagate the voting process there. But it is said that where there is a will, there is a way.
True.
Implementing this phrase, the Election Commission also took a resolve and reached a place where media channels, newspapers, hoardings, internet and all other such resources were lacking, only with the traditional form of communication.
Meaning?
I mean, village skits and dramas. For this, 25 Vatans were made.
Vatan? You mean country, right?
Oh no. Vatan was the name given to the voter awareness team formed for Andaman and Nicobar.
Oh.
It involves local artists, college students and volunteers. 25 such Vatan teams were formed and they covered all the polling stations there.
Nice.
So Uncle, did they go to every center to perform? This would have been a very tiring job.
Bharti, you don't feel tired when your heart is ignited with passion and emotion. Look at me. Do I ever feel tired sharing information?
Oh no.
Vatan teams became very popular there, singing songs and acting plays. They went from one place to another, from second to third and from third to fourth, encouraging people to vote. The Vatan teams were quite successful in reaching out to the people of Andaman and Nicobar.
Then kudos to the Election Commission, the Indian voting system and their mission to make election all-inclusive.
And that is why the Election Commission of India's theme or ideal quote for National Voters' Day on the 25th of January this year was Nothing like voting, I vote for sure.
Time now for the question and answer award section. That is, our quiz section, Bharti.
But first, the question and answer from the previous episode.
Now, the question was, which application can help you to check education, property and assets, and the criminal background of a contesting candidate from your constituency? And friends, the correct answer is...
Know Your Candidate. That is the KYC app. And time now to announce the name of the winner of last episode's quiz.
And the winner is...
Kajal Karmakar from village Uttar Padmabil, Panisagar, Tripura North, Post Office, Noagan.
Well, hearty congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
And the question for this episode is, what was the theme chosen by the Election Commission of India for National Voters' Day on the 25th of January 2023?
Oh yes, I repeat the question. What was the theme chosen by the Election Commission of India for National Voters' Day on the 25th of January 2023?
Remember, friends, to answer this question, message us on our WhatsApp number 9999 031950. We shall all eagerly await your answers.
And before we wind up, why not listen to the recording received from one of our listeners?
Yes, why not? This is my favorite section.
Oh yes, our favorite section, I must say.
Okay.
Here it goes. Let us all listen.
मैं हरिबिलास सिंह तोमर ग्राम तरसमा जिला
I am Harbilas Singh Tomar, village Tarswan, Morena, Madhya Pradesh. Election is the essence of democracy. Consider your franchise as a close friend, for a single vote can make or mar your tomorrow. A vote is sharper than a sword and can cause a wound deeper than an arrow.
Wow, a very nice piece of poetry.
And with that, it's time to wind up this episode. We shall meet you again in the next episode of Matdata Junction. Same day, same time, same place. Till then, do allow us to take your leave. Bye-bye.
Matdata Junction, hashtag Matdata Junction. Matdata Junction, hashtag Matdata